having to ride to this one, guys. Just driven past and I stopped outside, but everyone seems to be stopping and looking at me as if to say, what are you doing? Because not many people come around here, so it's all locals and that. So I've parked the car a few miles away and we're riding in to try and be a bit more discreet, because once I'm on the ground you probably can't see me from the road. So if there's no car outside and there's no sign of someone here, let's start jumping the fence. Right guys, I just thought I'd let you in on this. I can't, so frustrating. Pulled up outside that site and then I got quite a bit of interest from the locals. There's a house right next to it and he's got a silver van, and he come past me and slowed right down and then pulled in the lay-by opposite. So I sort of tried to style it out, and then he come past 2 or 3 times. He does live right next to it, so I appreciate I probably look a little bit dodgy on my own. So I thought, well, I'll tell you what, I'll up and move. So I moved the car to a couple of miles down the road, and then, because he hasn't been around, I haven't seen him, and he did go off, he didn't go back home. And then I've rode in, as you can tell I'm out of breath, put a lot of effort in to get back, because, you know, this bike, if you can see it, isn't geared for, you know, distance. It's only a light gear. So I rode back in a couple of miles, roughly, and then literally as soon as I was getting to the gate to try and get over, he drives down his van. I mean, can you believe it? So I had to style it out and literally continue to ride on and ride past his house, and ride down and round. But I'm now having to do a full loop. I don't know if, no, this isn't the van, this is a car. But I'm having to do a full loop to try and be discreet. Let's let these pass. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm having to go all the way around. But obviously he's on his guard now, and I'd imagine, because it's next to his house, he's probably caught a few people on this site before. You can see graffiti and stuff, and this is an old site, so he's going to be on watch. So I'm going to have to try and, really I should go away for an hour, 2 hours, come back. I'll come back tomorrow, but I'm impatient, and also the weather's being generous today, so I'm going to see what I can do. What's the worst that can happen? He can come and confront me, so we'll see. Nothing like being quiet. Okay guys, so we're here. Okay, so that guy's house is over that way. So I'm going to get in and bang a left, I think. Well, at least we're here. Right, I'm going to get in cover, start getting some kit out, and start filming. Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Yeah, today we're at an all boys village. I'll show you. There's a war memorial. That's the old church or chapel. Now we're staying behind these stingers for now, just from cover from the road, because as you've seen a couple of clips, it's quite hot round here. So this boys village opened on August the 8th 1925, and it was originally made and opened for a holiday camp for the boys of miners. So all the young boys of the miners would come here as a break, as an escape, as a getaway, as a bit of a holiday camp. So as you can see, it's quite an old place. We'll let this settle down and we'll get on to it. Right guys, so this is the war memorial. Obviously dates on it look 1914, 1918, 1939, 1945. I think this is here because in 1940 the British Army took over this site. They took possession of it to make it one of their assets during the war, so they could work from it and use it. And they used it for 6 years. And in there's another date there, look, 1930. In 1946 they'd done what they needed to do with it and used it for how long they needed it, so they gave it back to the original owners. So I'd imagine this is probably to do with that period there. Nice war memorial, bit of graffiti on it, which is, it's a joke really, that very disrespectful, but yeah, that's a nice piece, that is. Now this plot here, I think has got plans, development plans, from what I read on the internet before I came. But as you can imagine, the plans are going to be built around this memorial. This will not leave or get touched. Hopefully it will get cleaned up. And the original church stroke chapel, what was used for all the boys when they came here, the miners' sons, that is going to get restored and kept, and these will be like the main piece, the main focal piece of the development, whether it be a housing estate or office estate or what, I'm not sure, but that's what's going to happen. Right, so we've just come down to the chapel. Beautiful little building. Obviously I've got the bike, and I'm glad I brought the bike with me when I was riding in, but I've got to be honest, in here climbing the gate and stuff, it's a bit of a it's getting in the way a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm on my own, so look at that. Look at the roof, that's beautiful. That's a shame about all this. What a lovely building. Alright, we'll get the bike and we'll come back through. Every single window's been smashed out. See that house there, guys, if you can see it just to the left, if you look at the corner of that building just to the left, that's that guy's house. But to be honest, I sort of appreciate his frustration now, because looking at all this graffiti and all this vandalism, I'd imagine you get pretty annoyed with it right next to your house. So, fair play to him.
Right guys, so this holiday camp originally closed after all the war, after everything had gone on. It closed in 1990. That was it, done, finished, completely closed doors. Since then, it's been used for church groups, have used it. It's been used for storage, for farming equipment, for the local fields and farmers. And it's also a period of it which might make sense for the graffiti a little bit more. But a period has been used for paintballers, so you paintball your airsoft, that sort of environment. So, but none of these was really a thing for long. They shut it all down, and like I said, now it's, you know, that was 1990 up to sort of early 2000s, 2005 latest, and it's been sort of closed and derelict ever since. So, might explain some of the graffiti, but also it's been sitting so long now, that's why I think development have eventually got their hands on it, and in the future, in the near future by the look of it, it will become like the rest. Right, so that's from the other side of the chapel. Go over here now. This is like, must be the, what the, I don't know, what the games hall. What's quite interesting though, you see all these marks. So obviously this was the original floor, because it's got all the marks for the basketball or whatever games, and these things here. But this is like a really rough, not even tarmac, it's like hardcore. It's not like your typical gym wooden floor. It's this proper like rubble and hardcore, which is quite mad. There's not much in here, unfortunately. It's a nice bit of growth. A nice old basket. You don't come across old basketball nets or hoops very often. Okay guys, so we've come up from out the back of the gym and we've come across this, an old swimming pool. First abandoned swimming pool I've come across. This is could be better, but still a first. There's the chapel. I don't know why there's so much soil in here. That's obviously purposely done. I can't work out what this is. I think, looking at it, it must be some sort of water feature or something, because these all seem to be like rocks sort of thing, so maybe the water ran in there. There's like a bit of a water feature, and maybe it was a pump at the back or something. Not really sure. All the tiles still. I mean, it's quite deep. Yeah, so it's probably 6 foot. So yeah, my first ever abandoned swimming pool, and I'm standing right in the middle of it. Would have been quite nice if it was a nice summer's day, to be fair though. You know, with the chapel there, that's obviously, that's south. So, and as you can see here, look, it drops off quite a bit. So for like an old boys school for children and that, it starts at like 5 foot and it comes down, and that there is probably 11 foot, 10 foot compared to that. It's quite deep really. don't know why all this is here though. It's a shame because I could have come off. I could have jumped off there on the bike and got a few nice clips, but it is what it is. Maybe they've backfilled this to stop people falling in and breaking their neck and hurting themselves. So that might so like it's a bit less of an edge. Maybe, I don't know. Right, we'll move on into there. One thing I have done is I've been out and bought a bike lock, so that I've actually left it in the car today. But next time I come on the bike, because I'm on my own again, rather than keep dragging it through all these stingers and nettles and that, I can put it somewhere central and lock it up, so that it can't be pinched. Because there's nobody here, there's only me on my own, but you never know. And if I just leave it somewhere, it might, you know, it might get, someone might decide it's theirs. So let's move on. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so most of this building that we're in now has got no roof on it at all, and there's some rooms along here I've just looked in which run parallel with the pool, but they're just empty rooms, there's no roof on them, and they're just full of stingers and nettles, so there's nothing to see. This is interesting though. Quite a big thing that is. Is it some sort of burner? I'm not really sure. There's a lot of sand in it, and I'd imagine all this sand here has come out of it. So is that some sort of heating burner? I don't really know. It looks like the pipes can come from underground into it. So if you guys know what that is, drop a comment in the comments box below. Just curious. Looks like there's a big extractor there, like an exhaust or something for this. So I'd imagine it's some sort of gas heater on an industrial scale, but I could be wrong, so let us know and we'll move. Let's get the bike. Right, so like I said, there's nothing around the back of there, just the chapel. There's nothing the other side of that. There's a pool, this is a gym, or the games hall, whatever. So this is coming from the other side. You know it's derelict when there's not even any animals living here anymore. I normally get jumped out on numerous times in places like this, but today, as of yet, nothing. See, that's just what the rooms are like. I can hear something in there. Little bird maybe. Alright, we'll go to that one. It doesn't look like these are going to be any good now. But we'll carry on, we'll get it all done before I move on. We'll get back out, I'll do some drone footage, and that'll be it. Yeah, same again guys, I'm not going to keep showing you all this. Same story, roof's fell in completely. There's bits of that roof left. Empty room, that's all tiled though. So almost like a wet room sort of thing, so I don't know if that would have maybe been the showers. Or something, I'm not really sure, it's quite hard to tell, but it's the whole room's tiled, so it could have been. But yeah, look, it's all empty. There's this part here, some sort of living room maybe, because there's a chimney breast there, look, so it would have had a fire in. We'll quickly look.
Might go a bit blur because I'm going to rush through this bit. Yeah, so you got toilets. So, and although this was an all boys holiday camp, you might have had girls and boys, you know, or staff and children, I don't know. So yeah, there's not really much more to see now, guys. It's a shame really. Some of the photos that I picked up and managed to find was a lot better than what it is now, but that's the problem when you're looking at old footage. It's a bit of a gamble. Right guys, we're done in here now. I've just done the drone footage, which is strange actually. It come up with unauthorised flight, like a flight zone, unauthorised. I don't know if it's because, if you can see there and there, there's power lines, but it came up with this location and the name of this location, so it's definitely here. But there is some sort of power plant there. I can't get it there. So I don't know if it's the power plant or the power lines or both, but the drone wasn't happy at the beginning, but I just cancelled that off. Quickly got it up, did a quick bit of footage, so it's probably not the best here, but whatever, I got some and then I've packed it away. I'll jump the gate now and we're going to go, so I might not film anymore. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I know there wasn't much in the buildings, but it is what it is, guys, you know. I tried to get the best I can, so I'll see you on the next one. Right guys, that's another one done. I've done the outro there, and I want to do a second outro here, just to show you that it's all been left the way it is. We're just going to hop the gate now. I say we, me. I'm just going to hop the gate, and we're done. Oh, that was close. That was going to fall then. Oh, the joys. Right, so we're over. There's no stuff left behind. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one.